Well, y'all remember the trip of 1,000 miles I told you we were going to take? It didn't happen yet, and here's why. We got to replace the ball joints, and I'm going to do the right thing and do all four. Let's go. Safety first, jack it up, and make sure you got a jack stand as a backup. I'm also going to throw this tire underneath the frame. $17mm for the calipers. Also be careful while you're in here to remember that you got a sensor right here that you got to take loose. So I believe that's a 10mm bolt on the other side, and I would have been wrong. It's not a 10mm. Let's see if it's an 8. Yeah, it's an 8. This is just to loosen this sensor wire right here. Alright, so that's nice and loose. I'm just going to return the screw to the hole so I don't lose it. It's a little shoulder bolt. Alright, caliper's off. We're just going to tuck the caliper up here on the spring. And these brake pads do look like they got a lot of life left in them. So I think we're fine. Remove the spring hardware. Set it up here for safekeeping. Yeah, these got a lot of life left on them. All right. These look a little bit bigger. Let's see what size those are. 21mm. Set that under the truck. All right. Now we should be able to get these rotors off of here and take a look at that sensor. Oh, these are heavy. Whew. It would appear that this end of the sensor is held in with an Allen wrench down in here. That is a 3/16. Thank God it came loose. It does feel crusty. Fortunately, this was not a northern truck. Otherwise, I think I'd be singing a different tune, most likely. We don't want to lose that. We'll thread that buck out of here and get it out of the way so we don't damage it. There we go, a little twist action, got it. One of the things we do have to do is remove this tie rod in. So we're going to bend that clip and remove that nut. I'll tell you what size that nut is right there. That is another 21mm. Oh, that's heavy. Almost can't clear it. So I had to cut the wheel back straight to get this tie rod in to clear. I think it'll clear now though. All right, after a lot of prying, oh, we got it loose. And a little kick and the knuckle's free. Let that dangle down out of our way. And then we can move this back and forth freely. So these nuts are very hard to see with the camera. So I'm just going to show you where they are and tell you what size they are. But if you're looking at the knuckle, you know, there's your U-joint, and come on in. There's one right there and right there. And they are 21mm. Helps if you got a thin wall socket because the impact sockets barely fit. But anyway, so even though I can't get the camera in there while I'm impacting, I just wanted you to see where they were. That actually worked quite well. There's one. There's two. Rotate the knuckle, and we should be able to get to the other two. I saw one tip online that says you can take a pry bar, stick it right in here, and pry right there, and get that thing to move. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's working. Let's give it a little wiggle action, and I'll show you guys what's happening over here. You can see there's a crack forming right there. So it's coming loose. There we go. She's coming out. Oh, that's heavy. I guess everything on this rig is heavy, huh? Yep. She's done. Yeah, it's toast. So I didn't have the metric sizes, so I had to break out the big guns, aka an old ratchet set that I bought with a tractor. This bar is so long, I don't know if it's even going to fit in the frame, but it's 3/4 drive. Fits these sockets that are for an international tractor. Best purchase I ever made. Let's see if we can bust this bad boy free with this guy. Because nothing I have in my toolbox will work. Oh yeah. Good old American tools from way back in the day. So if you got Ford techs out there that know better than me, drop a comment down below and tell me what size it's supposed to be. But 1 5/16" worked. So before you start this job, make sure you got 1 5/16" for here in standard. Now I'm sure there's another size in metric. And then make sure you have 1 1/8" for up top. Again, those are standard sizes. It's possible they're metrics. Tap here. And this is a tap down here. Just kind of loosen things up a little bit. And I'm going to thread this nut back on top of this ball joint. So there's something to hit. Same with up top. Run these down. I'm not going to go crazy on them. I'm just going to give them just a series of sharp smacks. It's only a 2-pound mallet, by the way. The top one's loose. I don't know if you can see that, but it came loose. That's super important because that has a flat side on it. You see that? That flat side lines up right there. So we don't want to lose that. All right, that finally broke loose down there. Come on, buddy. There we go. And she should drop straight out. Oh, there she is. You can see your ball joints in all their glory. So we're going to move this out here to the driveway and get to working. But look, I want you to see how bad this one was. Look at that. It's trashed. Once you got her all apart, here's what she looks like. Fun, fun, fun. That wasn't actually that terrible. Just a lot of mojo. One thing to note on the bottom here, you got a ring on there that you got to remove, or you got to make sure it's on there when you put the new bottom ball joint in. So I'm going to remove that, and then we're going to begin pressing this sucker out of here. Thanks to our local Advance Auto for having all 4 of these ball joints in stock. at the best price. And they also have this, which is a ball joint and U-joint service kit. Has all the different sizes you need and the giant C-clamp to press them out. They'll rent this to you. It's a hair bit pricey, like 270 bucks, but you get your whole 270 bucks back as soon as you return it. So make sure I return this. This end right here is a 22 millimeter. There we go. Bottom ball joint out, but before we can put the new bottom ball joint in, we have to press the top out. All right, here's the reason you need to take the bottom one off first. Once you find your arrangement, which I found this cap right here, and this will fit over the top of the ball joint, is because your C-clamp has to fit inside here and then clamp on right here. Bit of a bear. But necessary. All right, we got her rigged up. Let's give her all the power. Here's our trouble child. That. What a mess. Here's our new one for the top. And what I like about it is it's greasable. I kind of set it up next to the old one. Make sure the shoulder heights were the same. Everything looks the same. Make sure we got it centered up over the hole so we don't fight ourselves coming in with the new one. There we go. Perfect. Kind of hear it bottom out. Take all this apart. Tighten that down and call her good. Okay, we got that Zerk fitting tightened and greased up. Let's put this bottom one in. There's the part number if you're looking for it. There's everything, clip, installation ring, some desiccant, I guess. Take this protective cap off. There she is. And this one has no Zerk, so it's full of grease. We hope. Feels like a good tight fit. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Yep. Clip rings are in the same spot. So the installation ring, I guess, is to make up for the difference here to here. Let's take a peek at it and see how it works. Installation adapter. It's the same on both sides. It is not. So it only goes on this way. I assume that is so that it will fit this cup or maybe this cup. Looks like it fits that cup. There we go. Much better. I should do it. Here we go. All right. All right, if everything goes right, you'll see that push all the way in and seat. All right, let's see if she's seated. Yep, we got her all the way in. Now we can remove that install ring. There we go. This piece still in right here. See if that helps not damaging something. Flat side to flat side. You can see I'm actually spinning this on my hand now. So, much better. See here. So let's go ahead and clean this out. You go. 21. So now we're going to slide our bolts in. Starting by hand. As always, tighten them down with the impact wrench afterwards. And last but not least, don't forget to bolt your, I think this is a speed sensor. Tighten her up. And now it's time to tackle the other side. Hey, I hope you found this video educational and of some use to you. It's not hard, it's just a knuckle buster. So I guess it is hard. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. If you haven't subscribed to Grub and Gas, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. And as always, we hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.